どうぞよろしくお姉さん what happened? However, I personally, I guess this is my preference, but minasan konnichiwa, and welcome to Let's Ask Shogo. So as you guys probably already know, I'm right now studying to become a Japanese language instructor, and recently I've been making a lot of videos trying out some of the Japanese learning apps, and I have been receiving a lot of requests for other learning apps and websites and such, but I think last time we did Duolingo, this time I'd like to try out Busuu. By the way guys, I have actually started taking classes to become a Japanese language instructor. At the point of recording right now is December 2022. I've been already taking classes for about a month now, but I'm really enjoying the process. And again, this is all thanks to you guys supporting me through Ko-fi. Please stay excited that in about a year I will become a professional and be able to do lessons online and so on and so forth. So then without further ado, let's jump into Busuu and let's see how it is. So here we are, the Busuu website. I want to learn Japanese right here. Want to unlock hundreds of Japanese lessons? Okay, so you have to make an account, okay. Alright, here we go. Hi Shogo Yamaguchi, why are you learning Japanese? Friends and family, education, fun and culture, travel, work, brain training. Well, I guess a lot of people who watch my videos would probably press education, probably. Yeah, so let's try out education for right now. Set a daily study goal. Oh yeah, this existed in Duolingo as well. Let's just go with regular for now. We're busy building your first Japanese lesson. Oh, and it's ready. That was fast. Your Japanese lesson is ready. We've built it just for you. Wow. Okay.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. This means hello, true or false? It's true. Okay, so you listen to the sound and you're asked about the question. I'm pretty sure this is like the first test to decide where your level is, probably. It suddenly started without any exclamation, so I don't know what I'm doing right now, but...
Konnichiwa.
I don't know, the pronunciation sounds a little bit machine-like, but...
Watashi wa Mariko desu.
Okay, they pronounce it for you again, and you get to choose from these tawashi or watashi. Tawashi is actually a cleaning tool that you use in Japan. Watashi is the correct one. I really like it though that they have these, probably a Japanese person pronouncing it in the beginning though. That's really nice. Oh, put the words in order now. No, this is really easy for now, yeah, because you learned the basics already earlier, so you just have to put it in. Watashi wa Mariko desu. Oh, this is nice. However, I personally, I guess this is my preference, but I personally wouldn't recommend starting to try to learn Japanese from these alphabets though. I mean, it's okay to have it when you're still learning the words, but answering it in alphabets is not a good idea, I personally think. Because watashi is not watashi, right? If you look at this in English, it looks as watashi, but that's not the right pronunciation. Like for example, when I studied Mandarin, when I was in Beijing to study Chinese, of course Mandarin has the pinyin and you could read the Chinese in pinyin, but some people, my other Japanese students were writing the ways of reading the pinyin in katakana, for example, and then because they memorized the katakana inside their heads, their pronunciation in Chinese never got better, for example. So, I mean, I guess this is just like the very beginning, so it's okay, but I personally wouldn't recommend you to continue learning Japanese using alphabets. Oh, see? Lesson complete. Oh, so yeah, again, just like Duolingo, it has different complete whatever lessons and get how many points and that kind of stuff. And stay on target with daily reminders. Of course, yeah, you need these reminders to keep you, of course, motivated and to always remember that you need to be doing this right. Yeah, this is really good. Oh, so it's actually not completely free though. Oh, and in the beginning though, you can start with a 7-day free trial. Interesting, ad free. Oh, there's actually ads in between? Wow, if you have ads in between studying a language, that would be a little bit annoying to be honest. Well, how about we start the 7-day free trial then? And this one is the 7-day free trial, okay. Oh, and you have to fit the payment stuff. An ear, 10,000 yen? Well, I guess that's not so bad. I guess it's acceptable. It really probably depends on how seriously you want to study on Busuu, but... And I got in. Welcome to Premium Plus Shogo Yamaguchi. Start learning Japanese. Let's see. Okay, so we already did beginner A1. We did the konnichiwa, hello. So we're going to be moving on from here. And there's chapter 2, chapter 3, and you can see on the sidebar here that it goes down a lot more. Let's see how far it goes down. Woo, all the way down, and last one is chapter 15. Okay. I thought there would be more, but there's actually only level 15. Nice. And this is the learn page, but there's also over here review. Okay. Word strength, it kind of reviews all the lessons that you've taken, probably gives you feedback. It tells you all the words that you've memorized to the lessons. And there's also this tab called community. Interesting. So you get to find a Japanese speaker. Yeah, the people who are Japanese but trying to learn a different language. They probably match you up and stuff, though. I think this is a great feature of Busuu. So then let's actually move on to try out some of the other lessons too. Let's move on to the lesson number 2. Nice to meet you, okay.
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa. Okay, and you press in konnichiwa. Well, I guess it's okay for now, but these machine voices, isn't really good for you to try to memorize the right pronunciation though, because you never say konnichiwa in real life in Japan, right? You would say konnichiwa, right? So I really hope they would use the human voices for all of these audios, but I guess they don't for now.
はじめまして。私はマナです。どうぞよろしく。
Okay, so it starts to get a little bit longer. So it's はじめまして as we learned earlier. 私はマナです。どうぞよろしく. Okay. Pleased to meet you. どうぞよろしく. When meeting someone for the first time, say はじめまして your name and どうぞよろしく. People often bow to. Well, you could bow, of course, but どうぞよろしく? I guess it's not wrong or anything, but I would usually say よろしくお願いします if you're going to be doing something together with that person. どうぞよろしく is a really difficult line between casual and polite, because you could say よろしくお願いします どうぞよろしくお願いします is something that you could say instead. Would it be suitable to say it to anyone you just met? I personally wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so the lesson is completed as well. This is nice though, taking a look at it. You start from konnichiwa, nice to meet you, good morning, let's communicate. Yeah, this is really nice. Let's go down a little bit though. I think I'm able to take the checkpoint tests already. Or score 80% or above to be able to get to the next chapter, right? Yeah. So I can see that the hiragana starts from this lesson or chapter 2. So let me try to take the test for this checkpoint here. I want to see when the hiragana shows up, because just trying to learn Japanese with just the alphabets is just really strange for me.
天ぷら、刺身、お好み焼き。
Nothing has changed yet, only alphabets. And I think he said what? Tempura, sashimi, okonomiyaki? The way they pronounce it is just so unnatural though.
マリアさんは医者ですか?
Oh, so it's a question. Maria-san wa isha desu ka? Oh, finally! Some good hiragana there. Finally. Is Maria a doctor? Good. However, I would like to point out, right now, I'm studying to become a Japanese English instructor, right? For beginners, if you cannot use any kanji characters yet because of the level, if you're going to be using hiragana, you should have some spaces in between each word. Because, for example, if you look at this right now, Maria-san wa isha desu ka? It's really hard to see where it ends, where each word ends, for example, right? So I would say it would be much kinder to beginners if there was a little bit of space in between each word. It would be much easier to understand. Select the hiragana in the order aiueo. Yeah, aiueo is the basic order of the Japanese hiragana. Aiueo. Finally gets to the hiragana and how you read it. I think you should immediately start from this, to be honest. Oh, interesting. It tells you about the order of writing the lines too. And this is probably true. Interesting. Well, this is probably something I've never seen in all of the other websites that I tried out before so far. A lot of people ask me often when they study hiragana, katakana, kanji characters that in Japan, we always talk about which lines to draw first, the order of drawing the lines and everything. And a lot of people ask me, is this really important? And the answer is, yes, it is very important. Because depending on some of the kanji characters, some of the hiragana, katakana, and so on and so forth, some of them look very similar. Now, for example, so and shi and tsu, for example, all of these different letters, depending on which way your stroke is heading, it changes that letter. So this is something that you really do need to remember.
どうぞ、
ありがとう。
いいえ、
Oh my gosh. Again, the beginning was so nice with those real Japanese people pronouncing it, but it doesn't sound natural at all. I really wish they would have like two Japanese people doing this. You could use just these words. Let's say, どうぞ. And the other person could say, ありがとう. Would be a little bit more natural, you know? You would have these sounds in a real life. So in between, the space in between is way too short to be natural, and they're like robots. Well, basically it is a robot speaking it, so having the impression of Japanese just by these robot voices wouldn't be recommended. This is the same thing I said in Duolingo. And I think I completed the checkpoint with all the scores. That's good. And by clearing the checkpoint, I have opened up all of the lessons in that chapter. Interesting. Then finally, let's go all the way down and try to take the most difficult exam then. Ready to level up? You reached the end of Complete Japanese Beginner A1. Test your skills and prove how far you've come with a Busuu certificate. Oh, this is where you get the certificate. Cool. Test your skills then. Start the test. I hope this isn't too long.
おはようございます。
Okay, now there's only hiragana. Interesting.
私は学生です。
Watashi wa gakusei desu. So, ha and wa, when it's used as an adjective, ha turns into wa, but it's this ha actually is when it is used as an adjective. So this is something that you absolutely need to know. Select the correct particles. Maria-san wa yoku ramen to soba wo tabimasu. These particles are one of the most difficult parts of Japanese, isn't it? I've actually been taking lessons on how to teach the particles and adjectives and so on and so forth, but this is probably going to be the most difficult parts of Japanese.
山、川、
Oh, kanji characters.
水、弟。
Well, this is difficult. Yama, kawa, hana, mizu, ototo? Oh, I got it correct. Good. Yeah, these are probably the first grade elementary school kanji characters that we study in Japan. Really important though, we use them a lot in daily life. Select the correct tip forms. Interesting. This kaku is to write, so that's kaite, tabete. My gosh, this is interesting. I studied about the tip forms too already.
はじめまして、マイケルです。中国語の学生です。 旅
Student
行
of
が大
Chinese.
好きです。今年フランスに行きます。よろしくお願い
There's
し
a lot
ま
of
す。
unneeded information in between. But he said in the beginning that he studies Chinese. Match words with their meanings too. On here we have the hiragana, how to read it along with the kanji characters. Furui is old, omoshiroi is interesting, and yasui is cheap. Well, strictly speaking, omoshiroi is not only interesting but also just simply funny. Yeah, or entertaining could be omoshiroi as well. Interesting might be a little bit, the level of how funny it is. In English, if you say interesting, it's like pretty low, isn't it? But in Japanese, it could be a stronger meaning of really funny or enjoyable kind of thing. Select all the words used to talk about your own family members. Okay. Haha. お母さん、お父さん、兄、姉、お姉さん. What happened? What? Select all the words used to talk about your own family members, right? お母さん、お父さん is incorrect. What? I mean, these 母、兄、姉、弟、父、妹 are really polite ways, respectful ways, to call your parents or your family members to other people. But you can say お母さん、お父さん to your friends, for example, to refer to your own family members. So this is a little bit weird. Maybe it was trying to ask how to refer to your family members politely in Keigo? I couldn't understand the concept just from this question. It needs to clearly say politely or in Keigo. Oh, finally, something to type. 日本はとても綺麗ですね。来年東京. Okay, it needs to be 東京. Okay, 東京へ行きましょう. Finally, you need to start typing it. And in order to type, you need to know the alphabets. Well, I guess in that way, you do need to know the alphabets. But still, studying it from the beginning, no, you should absolutely have the hiragana. What is the correct way to invite someone to go to a party? No, the thing is, I have noticed this already, but the pictures they use on Busuu are the copyright-free pictures that I often use in my videos, like this one or like this one, for example. What is the correct way to invite someone to go to a party? No, the middle one. 行きましょう. Yeah. Something ましょう. Yeah, let's do something together kind of thing. Oh, so now you have to read a long paragraph here. 私は日曜日が大好きです。月曜日から土曜日まで7時に起きます。でも日曜日は10時に起きます。いいですね。起きて朝ごはんを食べます。大抵朝ごはんはパンとオレンジジュースです。11時頃公園へ行きます。そこで友達に会って一緒に喫茶店に行きます。喫茶店でサンドイッチとケーキを食べます。That's a lot of eating and drinking. そして家に帰ります。家で妹とテレビを見てアイスクリームを食べます。Again eating? 月曜日に早く起きますから大抵9時半に寝ます。Okay.
月曜日から土曜日まで7時に起きます。
But on Sunday, she wakes up at 10,
日曜
right?
日は10時に起きます。
Yes, so that's
いいですね。
true. The いいですね is really, really weird though. いいですね? いいですね is something that you say to other people, you know. I bought this clothes, what do you think? You could say, あ、いいですね、すごくお綺麗ですよ、似合ってますよ. You could say that. But like saying something to yourself, you know. But let's say, for example, you know, oh, look at this Haori himo, you know, this kimono string here. It's nice, isn't it? いいですね would be really, really weird. Like saying, like, good for you to yourself in English, that would be like, good for you, like, good for me kind of thing, you know. I mean, you could say it as a joke, maybe, but you would never say いいですね to yourself, though. Very, very strange. Yay! I finished it! Well done, Shogo Yamaguchi. You scored 25 out of 26 and earned an A1 completion certificate. Your certificate will be emailed to you. Wow, okay, cool. Shogo Yamaguchi, download certificate. Oh, so you literally get this paper. Oh, okay, I guess you can kind of like maybe use this for a resume that you've done some studying. Oh, this is really, really nice. And I have passed, so I get to start the next level, A2. And it seems there's A1, A2, B1, and B2 and goes up to more difficult levels. And if you want to, you could take a look at B2, but it seems there are no jumping tests that you can immediately take, so... Oh, B1, until B1 there are the checkpoints. So if you want to jump, you could jump using these checkpoints from B1 as well. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. So I can completely understand the reason why a lot of people have been recommending Busuu to me. It is a very beautiful, well sorted out website, and I think it could be recommended to many people to study Japanese. However, as I said in the main part of the video too, a few points that did concern me is that there are simply some false information included, and also the beginning, the first parts to get started to learn Japanese through Busuu. Again, it starts off with doing only the alphabets, which I personally really don't like, and also the machine voices really concern me a lot. So, but again, as I always say, there are no perfect websites, there are no perfect applications. You need to think of these things as just something that will help you, you know, on your free time to do more studying. So for the main textbook or the main context you have for studying, you should have a Japanese tutor, or you should have, you should go to class or school. That would absolutely be much more important if you really want to master your skills in Japanese. And guys, while watching this video, if you're a student of Japanese, please let me know in the comments if you notice anything else about Busuu, some good points, any of the bad points, and also, as I always say, please let me know in the comments again any other recommendations for me to review on and react to. I'll be definitely taking a look at the things that you want me to react to, and please cheer me on for my studying to become a Japanese language instructor. And I'll see you in my next video where we talk about Japanese. 皆さんどうもありがとうございました. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.